Do you remember what happened July 16th, 2007? 95.9 The Hawk is celebrating 30 years of playing classic rock for you in southern Utah. And over that 30 years, things have really changed, and we've had some interesting things happen around southern Utah as well. So, do you remember July 16th, 2007? Do you know what happened on that day? Well, that was a pretty interesting day. Something I don't know if we've had since, and I don't know when we had before, but there was a bit of a wildfire kind of in between St. George and Enterprise, and it actually knocked out some transmission lines for electricity. And for a little while, all of St. George and surrounding communities, we had no power. It was July in southern Utah, and it was 108 degrees that day. The legendary Marty Lane from 99.9 Coney Country, he jumped on the air with Carl Lamar, and here's some of the things he has to say about that day.
I remember distinctly somebody calling in and worried about their fish in their fish tank because they didn't have power to power the fish tank. So, are my fish going to die? Well, yeah, it was like a catastrophic event for southern Utah. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, they were, I mean, seriously, it was like a mass exodus of southern Utah down to Mesquite. Like, I seriously, like the Casablanca, they had full occupancy in like a matter of like 15 minutes for being on the air that afternoon. And then after a while, it just kind of, we went off the air and just waited to see if power would return.
Power went off in the afternoon, and power came back on approximately 8:30 for St. George. Some of the surrounding communities, it took a little bit while longer. But do you remember that day in July in 2007? Comment below if you do. And if you've got more ideas for Do You Remember, I'd love to hear about them as well. And a big shout out to McMullen Injury Law. If you've been injured in an accident, remember McMullen Injury Law, always on your side. Thanks for watching another episode of Do You Remember? And thanks for supporting 95.9 The Hawk for playing 30 years of classic rock in southern Utah. How about we do it for another 30 more?